Hey, check my audio.
That's right. All right. So okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, I told him I'm just gonna write.
Hey, y'all have a Fifth Amendment right to tell them no. That was an illegal search. You have the right to tell them no and to get a warrant. Just remember that. We have a right to not self-incriminate ourselves. And they don't have any duty to tell us our rights. We have to know our rights. Weed ain't shit in Austin. Welcome to Austin. They can't get a conviction on weed. The DA drops all charges, and the county attorney, they just laugh at weed case. They laugh because it's not a real case. There's literally murders going on.
Yeah, they can't, like, really.
They got some weed.
Some weed. Searching the car for weed?
This old couple was trying to medicate themselves naturally. You can have pharmaceutical drugs that are poisonous. They have side effects. They kill you. Shut down your filter, shut down your immune system. But you can't have things that got put on.
Check looking at it.
Yeah, that's another right that we have. Every time you get pulled over, film them. I thought they were big gun enforcers. I thought they were gonna find real crime. APD's out there raping people and killing people and dumping them in Town Lake and DPS. There's some MAGA right there. Oh no, it says fuck guys. It looked like MAGA, didn't it? Smoke that ice.
You can't smoke ice, but ice.
Except for the pump. It's like, why are they filming it? You guys want to identify?
Yeah, I don't mind. I'll just finish my ticket and all that good stuff, and I'll let you know who I am.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
No problem. Anytime. See, I'm really nice and supportive. How's my audio? That's Cinco TV? Who is it? Report the accident? Belani? 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 He's reporting. A lot of people, the influencer, unlike me. Yeah, there's lots of them. They're refusing business to Argentina by being the parking lot.
Marijuana?
They pull over minorities. So minorities working for the government to pull over other minorities. It's a shame. It's a shame. These are fucking shameful people. What's going to happen when the little brown kids get locked up? They're going to be okay with DPS, going to be okay with that?
Good evening.
Yeah, how's it going?
My name is Limon.
Julian. Julian.
Sorry, should be free.
What's up, Pop?
I got 800 people watching right now.
Oh, yeah?
Y'all follow me on Facebook, Limon.
So we got two brown-skinned DPS who have brown kids that
Oh, yeah.
don't give a fuck about the community. What if their kids get locked up? So if their kids get pinned up and they pass some weed on this older couple over here?
Okay.
It's like a net. Other rough crimes? Other bodies and These
Right.
guys aren't enforcing laws.
It's crazy how we find thousands of illegals in Austin, but we can't find our killer that's on the loose that kills all the people and throws them in the
Town Lake.
in the town lake,
They're
right?
not even finding illegals. They're finding citizens. They're finding citizens. They're messing with people of color, black and brown. Did you see Homeland Security? They
Shot.
said-
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
they said all blacks and Hispanics.
Well,
Did you see that on Homeland Security's Instagram?
maybe it should start with both of these DPS officers.
Yeah, I see some brown oath breakers willing to.
They don't care about
They
the
pulled up the glove right there.
And there was
Why did they search their car?
they pulled him over for some shit.
But-
I think they gave him permission.
Oh, God, please.
They're gonna give him a ticket.
They actually asked him to open his trunk and all that.
Oh no, you don't give them any consent.
I told them they have to remember rights, but they don't have to tell you your rights. You understand that? They need to keep. They need to
Yep.
give us our rights.
100%.
This supposed to be constitutional, like oath. They took the constitution.
They're
oath
too
of
brown
constitution.
DPS. They're targeting their own community.
Mira, Rosita, como aquí estoy con dos reporteros. Where can my people find y'all at? Where do y'all post this? YouTube? Okay. Lizzardo?
Again.
Perfect. Okay, Rosita, como aquí estamos con dos reporteros. 10 años reportando.
Sí.
Y aquí estoy con dos reporteros, Rosita. Ellos también están grabando.
¿Quién es esta persona? Este te grabar todo.
They're chasing away business from this restaurant.
Oh, they're taking business from all Riverside.
Yeah. In fact, Rositas told me they don't have as many clients because of
ICE.
everyone's scared to go out.
Because of ICE.
So it's hurting their business. Rositas is a famous trailer, you know.
And the DPS, they work with ICE. They collaborate with ICE. DPS.
Yeah, they call ICE. They got ICE agents on call all night. They got them. Did you hear about the 5-year-old Genesis that they kidnapped?
Oh, the baby, yeah.
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 I haven't heard, I just heard about it. I haven't heard the
That
details.
is sick. That is sick.
But it's cool. That's these guys, you know. That's what they do for a living. They don't care. That's the ethics. No ethics, no morals, no principles, no religion, no God. It's evil. Morango feos. Culeros más grandes.
What is it for the French? Okay, so you never think that we are cristianos.
Where'd that couple go? Are they back in the car with me? Yeah, it's an older couple. They don't need this shit. But they're, the woman's on a walker.
Really?
They had her out here, yeah.
They probably use that for medical reasons.
They obviously, doesn't everybody? And it's natural. But if you're doing pharmaceutical drugs that are poisonous that have that's okay.
Well, the problem with that is that they tax that and they make money off that.
Yeah.
That's what they want.
You have to have the government's permission to have medicine. It's actually
I
mota.
wish we had nice DPS officers.
It's traditional medicine. Actually, it's traditional medicine.
Marijuana.
Native Americans used it for years.
DPS don't even solve real crime. They just target people for marijuana. And they kidnap people.
They took-
5-year-old Genesis.
They took my CBD. They confiscated my CBD 2 years ago. DPS did.
Porque también Gonza, Valdero, Rodríguez, porque también están mandando de otros teléfonos reportes a los que vos tenés que estar ayudando bastante y yo estoy identificado del grupo de ellos para ir para allá. Pero ese día es live y que estar en mi grupo.
They said they would identify after they're done with them. They would identify themselves. So we'll see if they you know, the cops lie.
Okay.
But you can't read their badges because they're not very high contrast.
People can find me on Brianna Arredondo.
Brianna Arredondo, okay.
Brianna Arredondo on YouTube or Facebook.
Truth Social. One of us is a joker. Actually, I don't. It's fine. I mean,
Getting closer to passing that JD's, I'm just driving by because I record these officers as well, and there's a fight that broke out between two guys.
what's are they going to identify? Oh, crap.
¿Te quiero que cheque?
They're not going to identify now?
Identify. You need to identify.
There's 3 filmers
Can you
out here
identify? DPS.
now. 3 people filming them. Not to mention all the other cameras in the world. So he's not going to identify. He lied.
Department of People's Craft. Department of People's Craft.
Shit. They're not going to identify. So they lied. So they're liars.
Don't be so good, okay?
Mentirosa! You lied. You lied.
Identify yourself. Identify yourself.
Coward
DPS.
fucking sellout pieces of shit.
You're
You
coward.
lied.
Coward.
Pinche cabrón. Culero. We'll see you.
Head down Riverside.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Just cruise around. That's what we're doing. We went to the protest. Dinner number 1085. Chick cops are over here at Rosita's restaurant. The staple of Southwest, or East West, I should say, Southeast West. And, definitely a staple. There's another unit right there. Look at that number, isn't it? 9285. Up to something. So APD and DPS are working together to stalk the east side to that tonight, apparently. Cool. I'm gonna do my cloth. Oh, my cleaning cloth there. Clean up our act here. Is he turning around? Hey, turn her up. Number 9285. signal on. Cops vanished, taken off. Hey, cops. Yeah, there's been a lot of pullovers. Kind of lost DPS. They're hiding out right now, but they've been stalking the east side tonight. So, we'll let you know. We're on it. We're on it. Where are you at? 1085 again. Yeah, 1085. And we got the other one going on again. Well, they're circling the block.
Sorry.
In front of HEB next to the car wash, the cops are going through somebody's car. They may have already arrested somebody, but there was 2 cops here. Now there's the one white unmarked DWI car, SUV.
Going to the car.
They're going through it.
They probably arrested some tow truck.
There goes the tow truck. Yeah, they arrested somebody. Somebody had a bad day because of the police. Comes tow truck company. Which tow company is it? I'm gonna say it's Southside.
Yeah, because they're always out. Might be.
The Southside is ex-APD detective that owns that tow company. Can't see the door though. Those AI cars are fine, no problem. You can't arrest an AI car. They can violate any law, but you can't.
Seems to go. DPS point.
Alright, we're live. You might want to check the audio. Got 3.6 here. GWI, which is pedestrian. Good. See what's going on. Bodies.
That's all I'm trying to do, man. I'm not trying to bother nobody. I'm not bothering nobody, sir. Yes, sir. No, I'm doing it. But I'm just trying to get it back to you. What's your name?
What's everyone's
Marlette.
yeah,
I'm
some
just
of
trying to
this
get I'm just trying to I just, what this? Yes, sir. M-A-R-L-E-T. But yeah, I mean, shit. I don't want to do shit.
Hey guys, you guys are good to film. Just do me a favor and don't step any closer than the line right here, okay? While we're conducting official police business.
That'd be cool. Is everybody gonna identify themselves?
As far as
ID, name and badge numbers?
I can, Roy 10217, sir.
That's a long one. Is that
I know.
Because you're new or something?
Nah, well,
Why are they so
technically,
long?
yeah, they're going 10,000s now.
But they were like just a 4-digit.
I know, yeah.
Wow.
I didn't cut it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I hear you.
So it goes by seniority.
Yeah,
So
still identify. We weren't gonna. It's prior restraint. We didn't.
we got you.
We didn't go.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'll ask these officers. I don't think that.
How long you been with the force?
Over a year now on the street.
Filming 10 years.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah, we know
I'm
about
the
you.
veteran.
There we go. I know. Weren't you on Parker and Riverside earlier today?
Grabbing, going hands on.
Okay.
Violating his rights. Violating his rights. Let's do an illegal search and seizure before we stop. Let's check his cell phone. It's a violation of the law. They don't have a problem with us. Hold on. Roy was kind of worried about what we were doing. His officer, he wasn't backing up his officer. Yeah. This is a Terry, an all-awful Terry stop. That photo looks familiar, doesn't it? Rodriguez, it looks like. Possibly Rodriguez. That's how Austin police treat the citizens of Austin. Why Austin police? Yeah, I mean, we had that. So we were fine. Still wanted to
Is there anything that's gonna poke me here? There's what? Okay. Are they capped or?
He's already admitted the stuff. Like, don't make the stuff. Plead the fifth.
How often do you shoot up, bro?
He's got an addiction.
Every day?
Yeah, coffee, stop shit. So he's going to be going into misdemeanor with felony possession, controlled substance, or
K2?
guessing K2, which is pretty much unregulated. So keep your phone related. It's got a swisher. Some cigarillos. Willows.
I just, to be honest with you, man, a lot of metro. Again, no, that's way more than a usable amount. Again. So you are going to be placed under arrest for possession of controlled substance, okay?
Getting possession of controlled substance.
Like I said, man, at this point you're placed under arrest. So you are going to traffic down. I see you be cool with me. I'm going to search you real quick and I'll place you in the back of my car, alright? You want to place my car for me? Thank you. You want to place my car for me? Be cool with me? I'm going to be cool with you, alright?
Super cool. Thanks. How cool is that? Cool is that? See, it's placing his foot behind his other foot, going behind his foot. Tripping hazard.
Put your cash up here. We'll count it and put it in the bag, alright?
Taking money off the man.
Put your back there.
So as you can see, APD violates people's rights. They can't find the serial murderers throwing bodies in the river. They can't find the missing children that are being trafficked by the government, but they can go find you for small amounts of non-prescription drugs. The government can have all the drugs they want. Citizens are below the government's power. The government falls above the people's power. So we don't know what drugs these officers are on. Well, police do their steroids and drugs, smoke ice, and everything else from being their shifts. We means that haircut right there. That Proud Boy haircut should be illegal. That Proud Boy 70s porn star haircut.
Actually, you know what you might be talking about?
Take his shoes off.
So what's the last time you smoked where you injected it? How long ago was it? Did you sweat a lot?
Something.
You need an ambulance?
Pouring his water out. Pouring his water.
Hey, what'd you take?
You won't be able to get water outside.
Yeah, hey, what'd you take? Hey, take any fentanyl?
Hey, don't you mind?
What'd you take? That. You want me to feel like this?
So we're not on the body cam, we're not on the dash cam, but if we go over there, we're going to be in the dash cam. Going through his shoes, sniffing his socks. They like to sniff your socks. Cops get high off photo. It's cops. And they're not sniffing cocaine, shooting ice, or sniffing your socks. Sniff a ring. Don't get too high. Make it get some hard.
Yeah. Hey, what's up?
Into Morongo Fields.
Man, come on, slide in.
Morongo Fields? Morongo?
No.
Morano. We can't even Spanish, right? Lopez, you got a Fifth Amendment right and a Fourth Amendment right. Don't talk to the cops.
Got it.
So don't self-incriminate yourself. You have a right to not self-incriminate. You have a right to bodily autonomy. You have a right to be secure in your personal effects from undue search and seizure. This was an illegal security stop. And when cops break the law, who do you call? You call the DA? The DA breaks the law with the cops. Who are you going to call? Investigate, drug test these cops. See, now he's got a needle. He knows all about needles because he shoots up. Just got to be doing that steroids. Shooting that MAGA Kool-Aid. See, he needs, you know, they're not going to offer any kind of rehabilitation. They're just going to make it harder for this person to get a job, for this person to get on their feet. They're just going to create barriers to housing, barriers to employment. And again, these cops haven't been drug tested recently. And when they do, they're told to go get a drug test. And most of these drugs that they take are stimulants, and they're only in their body for a couple of days. And don't forget, adrenaline's a drug, and they're addicted to adrenaline. It's an unregulated drug. They get off on this stuff. This gets them hard. This gets cops hard. Violate their rights and take a constitution, and jizz and shit all over it. That's what they do, and that gets them hard. I didn't say that. They came from Trump. Came from Dan Patrick. Look at Dan Patrick's memoirs. How I got hard with the cops. Yeah, investigate Dan Patrick and see what kind of fucked shit up that. Look at what Trump's on. He's high on that MAGA Kool-Aid too. Don't forget that. You can't smoke all the MAGA Kool-Aid. They're going through the backpack some more. So you need to exercise your First, Fourth, Fifth, 14th Amendment. Ask for an attorney. Name your attorney by name. Even if they don't give it to you, at least it's on record. Remember that when you're talking to cops, you're on record. You're on the video. And so you may not be running your video, which you should be, but if you're not running your video, at least hopefully in discovery of evidence, you can get the cops to, you know, incriminate themselves. You can solidify your rights. I've got all his money right now. I'm out of money in your house. I'm not too much. And now the government has it. The government that has all your tax money will come and steal your money. The government that sanctions all their drugs, including COVID shots, they got all your money. The pharmaceutical companies that have all the drugs, they don't want any competition. The government doesn't want any competition for drugs. They're going through a bunch of stuff. I can't really sleep. Sorry about the zoom on this. I hope the audio is okay. This is what it looks like in Austin now. LT on this grayed out DWI group there. The ghost marking is 13528. 2832 to 950. And we got number 3, 4, 9, 6, 9, 4, and 3. 1085. That's the one we saw earlier. 108. That's the guy who saw it stalking around earlier. Mm-hmm. They did mention CNS earlier, but they were stalked. That's the ones that were reporting stalking. Let's see if this looking for homeless people and people of color, black people, brown people, working with DPS, working with ICE. Working with Satan, sucking the evil dick of the evil demon Lord. All this stuff's not happening in a vacuum. There's a spiritual side to this, and it's evil. These are not the good guys. These are the people that are steering the fabric of society for their own financial and egotistical gain. They're trying to kind of game on everybody, try to get gainful employment, gainful everything this and that. And don't always belong. Sometimes electronics. Don't put this beanie hat there. Don't put a beanie hat. Can't have a beanie hat. Don't put a shirt. Don't dress clothes. They're going to play some dress up maybe. Yeah, this is what you're paying for. So this operation here costs tens of thousands of dollars in employment. Each one of these officers is making $75,000 or more probably. Some of them making $150,000, and then there's the cost of the vehicles, which are a couple $100,000 each. All the modifications, there's the training, hundreds of thousands. So you got, hundreds of $1,000s of training and equipment and manpower represented here. And for what? A low-level arrest for drugs and paraphernalia, whatever. Insert a battery in space, hard drive. I'm over here so I can see. Let's see a little bit. I know we don't want anybody to see what they're doing. We have a constitutional right. You have a constitutional right. So that man's self-admitting, got him in trouble. There's a lesson for us all. Exercise invoke your rights, and you shut the fuck up. That's what the lawyers say. I'm at least 10 feet away from there. That's fine. So Chief Acevedo made an apology to the Baptist side, Philip Turner, because he was in the parking lot filming, and the police were asking him, and they pushed him and shone lights at him, and he got an apology. They always pull that game with everybody else, and they don't apologize to us. So it's kind of interesting how Philip Turner works so closely with the police and panders to them a lot of times. But yeah, he doesn't really stick up for the rest of us. He's really not sticking up for Cohen's rights. I wish he would do better. I mean, if he's the greatest of all time, I don't know. I think he's got a lot of improvement to be done. I'm counting his money right now. Counting his money right now. Is it gonna disappear? On the dash cam, so supposedly that's why they count it up here. So supposedly you can't steal from citizens because cops have been stealing from citizens in Austin. We've documented that. About $100. Guy's bloody rich, got $100 and the cops are going to take it from him. They're going to charge him hundreds of dollars. It's going to cost him at least $1,500 to $2,500 for an attorney, unless he gets corner pointed and gets caught and screwed over. What kind of game tattoos we got on here? Yeah, feel free to screenshot and enhance those. Let's take a look at the Roy. What's Roy? No, not Roy. No, it's Roy. That's better than that. Nothing's changed, it looks like. There's also no death penalty.
Yeah.
A lot of exhaust over here. A lot of exhaust over here. The cars aren't very well. Something wrong with them. What is this guy? They got one inside. They got one in the front. They got one in the front.
You guys wanted the badge number?
Huh?
You guys wanted the badge number?
Yeah, I was just trying to identify a race here.
Oh, 7535 Dominguez.
Dominguez. Okay.
I've met you a couple times. I don't know if you remember me or
From
not.
afar, it looked like Rodriguez. I'm glad you told me because I misnamed you.
Dominguez, yeah, Dominguez 7535. Yeah. I've seen y'all here a couple times on Riverside and then down on 6th Street a couple times.
Oh yeah, we definitely around. Been around a long time.
How have y'all been? Everything good with y'all?
I mean,
It is what it is.
we would personally like to see APD and DPS going after Teslas and rich people instead of going after minorities and people walking on the street. Because you know, the poor people aren't the ones throwing those bodies in the lake. It's somebody else.
Yeah.
And those bodies without water in the lungs aren't drowned. The medical examiner is covering for probably the police. So I would like to see police investigating police in Austin.
Have you gone to City Hall?
How many times? I've been going there three mayors.
Hey,
they don't give a shit. You know why?
All I can
Because your
say is
union is corrupt and your union is a mob and they're
Yeah.
racketeering with the city. Racketeering under the RICO Act, we can seize your equipment. Like right now, I can seize your equipment because racketeering is a felony.
yeah. All I can say
It's a
is
federal
you just,
crime.
I mean, you
Well,
can-
I just take it to
you-
federal court.
You can go
I
into
just
the
get
federal
you guys
court.
in front of judges. That's
That's
what I do.
fine.
I win every one of my cases. So.
I've been to court several times.
Yeah, I win.
Yeah.
If you get to court with me, you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
The
know.
federal judge said that y'all didn't have probable cause last time y'all arrested me, and the city had to pay me $100,000.
I didn't arrest you.
Huh?
I didn't arrest you.
I mean, the people wearing the same uniform. People in your gang.
But I didn't. So
But the
I
people in your
couldn't.
gang did.
But
But you don't take any personal responsibility for anything anybody else does wearing the same uniform.
No. But the thing is, I had nothing to do with your case. I didn't even know you were arrested. To tell you the
It
truth.
was your policy. Your policy didn't cover the Federal Privacy Protection Act of 1980 by the U.S. Senate. You guys can't seize our equipment without a subpoena. You can't even use a warrant to get our equipment because we're press. So that's
Yeah, I
where we're
haven't even.
and it's not in the policy. There's no mention of it in the policy. So you got to change the policy.
Yeah, I don't know about seizing y'all's equipment because I never dealt with you
Well, that's
before.
what I'm here for, to educate people.
But I've never dealt with you before, so I wouldn't know. I don't have any. I've seen you, but I don't have any. I don't have
We never had any
insight.
problems,
But
right?
I've never had any insight, and I didn't even know you were arrested. To tell you the truth,
Millions of times. So
I didn't know that.
what?
You know what I mean? So,
What's the reason for the call? Did someone call, or did y'all just find this guy, or
I don't know. I got his backup officer, Officer Gray.
Great?
He's the lead officer. Yeah, I just got here after the fact. I was the third one here.
It feels like it feels like a Terry stop.
Terry stop.
That's what it feels like. I was here afterwards.
Do you want to know the reason for the stop?
Yeah.
He was crossing mid-block. There were a couple cars I had to stop from hitting.
Would you like me to take you to Hyde Park and show you that going on all day, every day by white people?
Well,
I mean, I don't see how that's relevant to this situation, but again, he was crossing mid-block. That was the reason for the stop. So
yeah, man. I mean,
That's pretty lame.
people need
Class
to use.
C.
The people need to use the
But
crosswalks.
that's
you know
not
what I
reason
mean?
for a search.
yeah, we built probable cause once we hit the stop.
So you did a fishing expedition and violated his 4th and 5th Amendment right. Did you formally has a constitutional right to be secure in its person and effects?
There is no violation. There is no violation of the law, sir.
You're familiar with Terry versus Ohio?
There is no violation of the law. The guy committed a crime in the presence of this officer.
Class C misdemeanor.
It's still a crime. It's still a crime in the
Pretty
state
much,
of Texas.
like according to JP, it's a civil. It's not even a crime.
Well, it is a Class C misdemeanor. So
Because they're in the elements of a
I'm
crime.
taking
You
off.
need a
go
victim.
ahead.
All right, Dre. What's your name? What's your badge number?
10175.
All right, well, we'll be keeping an eye on you, Dre. You're apparently a troublemaker.
So,
So how many other troublemakers you got underneath you? Domingos, you're a supervisor, right?
No.
You're not a supervisor?
Mm-mm.
How can I tell which corporals are supervisors and which ones aren't? Sometimes I call
Corporals-
supervisor, they say all I get is a corporal. I can't get a
Yeah,
sergeant.
corporal's a supervisor. I'm not a corporal.
You're not a corporal?
No,
What is that?
I'm a senior police officer. Corporals have 2
The
stripes.
2.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's 1.
I have never gotten that
Yeah.
straight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
who's the supervisor tonight? I haven't seen any
I
supervisors.
think there's a couple. I think there's about 4. There's 2 shifts working tonight.
Okay. A lot more normal or no?
Certain days of the week, there's 2 shifts. Yeah.
We're
Depending what part of the city.
We're
you're in.
noticing a lot of increased activity this week with DPS and APD in this area. But then on the other parts of town, like I said, where there's more, so rich people have more access to money, right?
Well,
the rich kids, like
if
at
you say-
Austin High School, they're using more drugs than the poor high school. We know that, right? We know that,
I don't
right?
know that.
Westlake, they're just full of drugs because they're rich. And
I don't
so,
work in Westlake.
So what I'm saying is, like, what we're seeing is racial profiling in the parts of town that y'all have created scenarios where there's more crime. You're creating those crimes and those statistics. And I would like to see it, like, injustice for all, like equality. I would like to see y'all go arrest white people the same way you're arresting
But
minorities.
today, the person committed a Class C misdemeanor, the presence of Officer Dre.
Crossing the
And-
block, you said?
It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean,
There's a lot of people
it
doing
can
that.
be
But why
ridiculous,
him?
but it is
There's
a
lot of people
safety
doing
issue.
that.
It
Have
is
you
a
been
safety.
to UT? Is UT in Austin?
Well, hold on. It's still a safety issue when someone crosses the street without using a pedestrian
Was there
crosswalk.
anybody coming?
Because several
Okay.
vehicles had to stop preventing them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So not only do we have to protect pedestrians,
Yeah, you have
but
to
we also have
protect
to protect the drivers on the road
Yeah.
because they could possibly veer off the roadway and then glide into a fixed object.
them.
and
What
then-
if
You know what I mean?
their tire could pop and they could go off the roadway too? Are
Yeah.
you gonna check their tires?
Yeah, but in this instance, there's somebody in the middle of the road.
I'm
You
just
know what I
saying,
mean?
like-
I'm just saying too.
Like,
you
but
know?
what if, like, when I talk to cops and I take, what if, like this, and they go, we don't do what ifs. But
Yeah.
you're doing, y'all like to do
No,
what
but I'm
ifs.
telling you exactly what happened today. The gentleman crossed the road mid-block without using a pedestrian
I thought you
crosswalk.
said you didn't know what happened.
Well, I just listened to
Ask
Officer Dre. Officer Dre told you in front of me, so that's how I know what
So
happened.
it's kind of creating a story.
You know what I mean? Creating a story. No, that's what Officer Dre said. How is that creating a story?
Were you here when Mike Ramos was killed by Christopher Taylor, right up the street here?
I think I heard
He got
about that
acquitted
case.
He
from
created it. They created a
Yeah.
narrative. So his uncle
Yeah.
took him in without body cam, took him into a private car because his uncle worked for SIU,
Mm.
and he gave him his narrative, and that's how he came up with he was in fear for his shit.
Well, I
So
wasn't even
there's
on
always,
that.
what I'm seeing, the cops, it's
I wasn't
like
even
even
on
when
that.
y'all
call.
don't know what's going
Yeah.
on, y'all just create a narrative. And
Yeah.
then just
But as
kinda-
of today there was no narrative. Today, the officer saw the person crossing mid-block, not using a crosswalk like he should have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Pretty
not
minor.
only is that person now, whether you call it minor or not, still a Class C
Well, so
misdemeanor
is
in the state
Austin,
of Texas.
is the University of Texas in Austin?
Is the University of Texas? Yeah, it's also within the city of Austin.
So,
yeah.
have you ever been by there?
I passed by it. I mean,
You
I've
see how
never
many
been.
people cross the
I've
street?
never been
You
in.
see how many of the co-eds cross the street?
Yeah, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about
And they're
this instance.
dangerous. And they're dangerous.
We're talking about
But y'all
this.
don't enforce them.
We're talking about this instance, sir. We're
You're
not talking about others.
selective enforcement of the community.
We're talking-
selective enforcement has been seen
we're
as
talking about-
unconstitutional by the Supreme Court.
We're just talking about this instance.
Yeah,
The
I'm talking
gentleman
about the
crossed
law.
the street without using the crosswalk.
And so
which
do
is
you
a
know about
Class C
selective
misdemeanor.
enforcement? Right, it's been shown as unconstitutional by
Like-
the Supreme Court, right?
Well, we're not talking about selective enforcement. We're talking about an actual crime that took place in the presence of a police officer.
Selectively. While we
Well,
ignore other crimes, of
Whether,
the same
whatever
exact
you want to
nature.
call it, it took
Who's the
it took
victim?
in precedence.
Who's the
So who's
victim?
the
You know what I
victim?
mean?
Like, who is the victim now? Did you have a victim on
State
your
of
mind?
Texas is the victim?
Well, usually in the arrest warrants, it's state of Texas. Yeah.
Okay. Shaking. Scared of the guy.
Shaking? How am I
Right,
shaking?
we'll see you
What do you
later.
mean? We just keep going in circles. Well, that's the only
The
thing.
victim of the
Yeah.
crime.
I mean,
Right.
we're used to watching cops circle jerk this stuff, but
You know what I mean?
we'll be around.
Well, I
We'll be
mean, the
watching.
facts are the
And
facts. But I mean, I don't know what you want me to tell you.
You don't know the facts. You're just making assumptions.
I'm telling you
That
what Officer
code
Dre
doesn't
said.
take jaywalking or nothing in the code. It
Oh,
has
yeah.
to do with a vehicle, not person walking,
Okay.
right?
That's still a Class
There's
C
no
misdemeanor,
jaywalking.
though.
There's no
Yeah, it's
jaywalking.
Class C the ticket, though.
But it's still a
But
crime.
it turned into an arrest because y'all did the part that I had a problem with was not talking to him, was the Fourth and Fifth Amendment violations.
Yes.
You know, the man wasn't read his Miranda rights, was he?
No, I didn't hear nobody read the
So
Miranda
he was
warning.
searched. He didn't know that he had the right to not answer questions and have an attorney present, and nobody did that. And then we went through his bag and created a scenario where it was a Class C ticket.
Yeah.
We turned it to a controlled substance arrest
Yeah.
for a man that had addictions.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he went to jail for
Then
possession
offer
of.
no rehabilitation. It just
He'll just be back out, and it'll just be the same thing. It's not really it's not really helping society to target individuals of color and to not offer solutions. You know, there's no housing option for him. There's no work training. There's just no options. And so you're not doing anything for society except for bleeding us out. You're bleeding us out.
But going back to the original stop, the gentleman crossed the mid-block. You know what I mean? That was a reasonable stop.
I've done it.
You know?
I've been a victim of that.
Well, I mean, some people get hit. Some people don't have the luxury to say, "Hey, I've done it," because they got hit by a car.
Sometimes there's no cars coming at all.
What I mean? In this case, there was. So
maybe.
You know what I mean? That's what Officer Drake. Well, you can always subpoena his dash cam
if you know the cops lie. One thing I've noticed is the cops.
No, we're not talking about cops lying. We're talking about today. We're talking about today instance, though.
Today,
we're talking about today. We're talking about Officer Dre watching this person cross mid-block without using the crosswalk, which is a classy misdemeanor. You know what I mean?
That's years ago. And we'll see if what floats and what doesn't float.
Well, years ago, we're not talking about years ago. We're not talking about years ago. We're talking about today.
Years in the future.
I'm talking about today, though. I'm talking
about
today.
You're talking about what if something happened today, but you don't really know about because you said you never saw anything. But
no, I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. I'm just telling you what Officer Dre saw.
You were just a backup officer.
Well, I'm just saying what Officer Dre saw. That's the only thing, because he came up here.
So you're going to be a supervisor next?
So
when you get promoted, you'll be a supervisor doing this?
So Officer Dre came up here, stood next to me in front of you and this person right here, and told us exactly what was the reason for the stop. Officer Dre.
The one that targeted Lopez.
Don't turn it into racist type stuff, man. I'm just telling you what happened. I am Officer Dominguez.
Is that Lopez?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think there's Officer Lopez here.
No, that guy in the back of the arrested was named Lopez?
I didn't.
Yeah, I think his name's Lopez. Anyway, so
they're not worried about somebody for a higher crime committing a higher crime.
So what I'm saying is cops, as a member of the press, women have been telling me that they have been raped by cops and confidential informants here on the east side for years, and no one's been investigating. And you're not investigating yourselves, but you're going to investigate someone for walking across the street and find a reason to put them in jail.
All I'm saying is a person today crossed mid-block, committed a classy misdemeanor, and he got arrested for possession of a controlled substance.
We got that.
That's what I'm saying.
We got that.
You know what I mean?
Got out of the academy or no?
No, he didn't get out of the academy.
No.
The other guy. He's going to be a supervisor. He's going to be having a narrative. He's showing us his skills. I hope you become honest later.
I am honest. Well, I don't know what
ethics, but I can train you.
What have been dishonest about today?
You were honest. You said you didn't know, and then you decided you knew.
Until Officer Drake came up here and told all of us why he pulled the person over.
And you believed everything he says without looking at any evidence.
But he said that though, right?
And cops lie, right?
No,
there's a problem. Veracity. Like you lose your moral imperative. Like Martin Luther King.
Nobody's lying about anything today.
Cops lie for a living.
We're not lying about anything.
Cops lie for a living. Y'all are trained to lie. Like I watched the Christopher Taylor, and we're not talking about Christopher Taylor.
We're talking about today.
All those cops like
one cop she said
after he murdered Mike
committed a classy misdemeanor and then getting arrested for possession of a controlled substance. You know what I mean?
So the officer came on the witness stand under oath.
I don't know about
on a murder trial. You know what she said? She said she came out of the womb, out of her mother's womb, in uniform with her gun on.
Oh, I don't know about that.
So officers don't lie.
I wasn't there to hear that.
So that's what I'm saying. Officers lie. And I don't believe that cop at all.
Okay.
I don't believe anybody was coming by. I believe he just targeted somebody.
Is that what you believe?
That's what I believe.
Okay. Well, you're entitled to believe that then.
We're gonna see. Hopefully he's got evidence.
Well, you're entitled to believe whatever you want to believe, sir.
Hopefully he's got evidence.
Hey, well, we got dash cams. We got really nice Axon dash cams. Yeah. That's what y'all believe. You guys can always make the complaint. That's what you believe. You want me to call supervisor out here for you so you can file a complaint? I could do that. Okay. That's what I'm going to be watching. I'm going to be watching you. What are you, about 4'5"? 4'6"? Yeah, midget.
We'll see you on court too.
Midget. Cops lie. So here we are. All these cops talking their mad shit. They don't know what's going on. But they affected this guy's supposed to be doing DWI enforcement, and there's no car involved. There's no driving involved. There's no intoxication involved. There's no while involved. But there's a what if involved. Why? See you guys around. Oh, waving at us. Come on, be our friend. So methinks you protest too much. I think that they try to explain themselves too much, and that's usually a telltale sign that they're lying.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're gonna patrol the block, let you guys know what's going on. There goes Dominguez.
Bye, Dominguez. Bye, Dominguez. Dumb being the operative word. The root word of Dominguez is dumb. Yeah, he's gonna go over there. Gotta cuss some shit. You kiss it. All right, y'all. Stay tuned. Well, we're not trying to solve crime. We're just trying to go after jaywalkers. Even though jaywalking's not actually a crime. But they have pedestrian crossing mid-block. They have some other laws, but they don't have one called jaywalking.
They're not worried about a woman getting assaulted or anybody getting assaulted.
Yeah, they're not worried about rapes by police officers. They're not worried about theft by police officers during sweeps or during other times of the homeless. They're not worried about, officers stealing the money from people doing magic tricks downtown, which you can look my videos up for that. I got an interview there. They're just worried about their paycheck and how to violate people's rights. Turned a Class C into an arrest. Turned a Class C into an arrest. What a piece of shit. I wouldn't do that for a living. If some politician said, hey, go harass the poor for a living, I'd tell the politician to fuck off. But hey, these cops don't have any ethics, intelligence, and they need to get drug tested. For real. For real. For real. I'm not going to argue with that cop. That's what he wants, is to argue. I'm not going to argue with him. I'm just going to tell him my opinion. Yeah, they came up with the narrative. The other cop didn't say that he was blocking traffic. He just made that narrative. At least I didn't hear it. Maybe I have selective hearing tonight, but being told I can't go here, can't do that, can't do the other, that's bullshit. Because they were apologizing to Philip Turner for the same shit, and I can't do it. Is that another one? No. What a mess.